Welcome back, another live stream. This is the feature of the week. Would you believe it? We are going to be talking about, no, we're actually going to be filling in a survey. And we are filling in the survey for the Unearthed Arcana expert class. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, it's all right, because there are a lot of people who never fill these surveys out, and that's all cool. I am going to do it because I was foolish enough to put up a poll on my channel and ask people if they wanted me to do it, and secretly I was hoping people would say no, we're not interested, but apparently a lot of people did want me to do it, and so I'm doing it. I am going to be doing a lot of cutting and pasting from notes that I've already taken, since I have talked about all this stuff before. I will be doing my very best to present this in a, because it feels like I'm kind of filling out, it's such a huge thing, filling out like an exam. It could take a while to do this. So I'm going to do my best to make this as entertaining as I possibly can. Hence why the thumbnail has fun survey. I'm going to warn you now, okay? Just because I say something in this live stream today doesn't mean it's necessarily my opinion. It is simply my train of thought and my attempt to poke fun at the survey, simply because sitting here while I fill out a survey, I don't deem as like top-notch live stream content. So if I can make you laugh, I've succeeded. And if I can get you to respond to the poll I've put up and to actually fill out the survey, that would be awesome. I will put in a link for the survey and then we will get started. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Normally I do a presentation and then I open up for a Q&A, which I'm not going to do today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a track of the chat as I go on my phone, and I'm just going to fill it out because it's going to take a long time, and I'm going to have to find a way to make this work. So this is the only way I can think that it's going to actually work, is to do it this way. So yeah. Right, I think I've got the phone going fine, and let's go into my transition slides very briefly, and then we will fill out the survey. Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler, and today I want to talk about Dungeons & Dragons, Unearthed Arcana. Yes. Will it change everything? Probably. Okay, so this is basically filling out the survey for the Unearthed Arcana expert class. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's all right, because you will find a link in the description to it, which you can go and check out. There's also a link in the chat that is for the actual survey if you want to go and fill out the survey or check out the document. It's going to close very shortly on the 10th of November. Hence, this is why I'm doing it right now. Otherwise, there would be no point. Yeah, that's really the gist of it. So let's go over to here, and I want to make it clear, I have kind of said this already. This is a long document. The survey, I expect, will take a long time to fill out. I have got my notes already. I'm going to cut and paste into the comment section, because I'm going to use the comment section a lot in the survey. Selecting the multi-choice options is all very well, but it's not necessarily going to give them enough information as far as I'm concerned, and so I want to at least do this properly. I know a lot of people think the surveys are a complete waste of time. I think they just need to view them slightly differently. I don't think they will just ignore everything, okay? There would be no point in doing that, even if they are doing it for marketing purposes rather than true playtesting. I think there's a mixture of it going on right now. Anyway, let's go over to the actual place where we're going to do this thing, and right now it apparently doesn't want to show up. So let me just see if I can actually get it to show up. That is the button, and that, if I go over here, should bring it up. Well, I'm hoping. There we go. All right. So the interesting thing is, will I have my face in the way? Because this has happened to me before, where I've done the entire survey and nobody's told me that my hoary face was right smack in the way, so they couldn't see anything. Okay, so let's press the button. Take the survey. 10th of November. We don't want to miss it. So I'm pressing the button. And I'm waiting. Okay, So there's a lot to be done here. I can see this now. This is going to take me ages. Next. I have pressed next. Okay. Thanks for taking time to complete this feedback survey on the test. Yeah. Survey focuses on roles. I've got all that. Okay, cool. So can I do it? I press the button. This question is required. Have you read it here? Where's the question? I don't see a question. I have read the document. Yes, I agreed. It was privacy. Privacy. Here we go. Sorry, Wizards of the Coast. It's very small. Okay, it's hard for me to see that. Okay, so this is going to be tiny on my screen. Will any of you be able to see this? Probably not. So we're going to have to make this a little bit bigger. I just don't think I'm going to be able to deal with it otherwise. Well, there we go. It's getting a little bit bigger. Oh, maybe too big. Okay, so a little bit further back. Up, further. Okay, so now we've got that. But is my face in the wrong place? Probably in the wrong place. So we'll shift my face over to the right place. Whoops, that's not the right one. Okay, grab it again and move my hoary head out of the way and transition over. Well, ready to go. Now, feel free to comment by all means. Would you like to rate the material presented in expert classes? Why would I even press the button if I didn't want to? Yes, of course I do. Silly question. What was the first edition of D&D that you played? Okay, I've seen this question before many times. It feels like they want to do this a lot. Okay, a second edition, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, second edition. Okay, that's the one. It's me. Which of the following classes have you play tested? Choose all that apply. I haven't play tested any of this. There we go. I run a YouTube channel. I don't have time. How satisfied were you overall with the classes as presented in the article? Bard, Ranger, Rogue. Probably say dissatisfied. Yes, dissatisfied. I don't know about very dissatisfied. Am I that extreme? Possibly. No, I didn't like any of them really. I'm going to go and hit all those buttons. Now, have you actually got some good questions for me, people? What have we got here? Moving on. How satisfied are you with the elements of the bard as presented in the article? Now, creating a bard. That's fine with me. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with creating a bard. Like, why would I have an issue? Multi-classing and the bard. Multi-classing and the bard. It's pretty much the same as it was before. Do I have a real strong opinion about that? Satisfied, dissatisfied, it's all right. I don't care about that. But the bardic inspiration, it's definitely doing something different. It's definitely got something going on. Was I totally happy with it? I don't know that I was necessarily, so I'm going to press this button. Okay, spellcasting. Spellcasting is now preparing spells is a little bit different, isn't it? Spellcasting is... There's some elements around spellcasting that I have issues with. So let me just make sure I've got the bard close by. I'm going to refer back and forth to this document because it's going to be the only way I can contend with all of this. But I don't think spellcasting sort of stood out. Like this is the problem when you have buttons and options like this. Is like, how do you give decent feedback? Spellcasting, the way that the spells work now is weird. So I want to just put dissatisfied. Expertise. Was I unhappy with expertise? Was there anything? I'm not. It makes perfect sense to me. Expertise is fine with me. Yeah, like that's all good. Okay, expertise satisfied. Good, that's fine. Song of Restoration. Song of Restoration. Song of Restoration is, it's all right. I'm trying to remember back to what I said about Song of Restoration. Frankly, it's hard to sort of remember exactly all the bits and pieces. I was more concerned about. I was more concerned about the Song of Rest being gone, actually, frankly. So it's all right. Bardic subclass, not really. Didn't really help me in the slightest. A feat gained at level 4. I wasn't happy really about that. But then I'm not really a feat person. Jack of all trades. Was Jack of all trades an issue for me? I'm just trying to think back to what I had written here. Jack of all trades. Actually, I don't know that it was a big issue for me. Was that a bad thing? No, that's all right. Jack of all trades. I'm satisfied with that, pretty much. Subclass features. Subclass features, not really. I wasn't. The magical secrets kind of got butchered pretty badly. What else? Or is it the positioning of subclass features? It's hard to know what the heck this all means. Font of Bardic Inspiration. Font of Bardic Inspiration had a whole lot of changes, didn't it? The fonty thing. What did the fonty thing have to say? Font of Bardic Inspiration. Did they even do very much with it? I don't know that they did. Did they do anything much with it? It was all right. It's fine. Bardic font of yeah, sort of. Yeah. Okay, let's go there. That's fine. And next, feat gained at level 8. I don't really care for that myself. I know other people feel differently about that. Expertise. Didn't we just have expertise before? Expertise here and expertise here. What is this? What are we doing here? Okay. Is this the satisfied one? It is. Okay, this is long. Subclass feature. This is weird. Are they doing it like the chart? But the problem is they don't tell you what the subclass feature is. Okay, so this is just going to go subclass features. Oh, well, let's solve this problem. I can figure out how to do this. Bardic subclasses. I put down dissatisfied. So since they're going to do it the lazy way, they're not making it very clear as to what they're actually asking me. So I'm going to do it that way. press. Like, look at it. It's like a join the dots thing. Special secrets. Not very happy with that at all. I don't think that was a good idea at all, what they did with that. Feat gained. No, I don't care if that one. Further magical secrets. Didn't really like that. Feat gained at 16th level. No, superior bardic inspiration. What did I say about superior bardic inspiration? As a level 18. Yeah, I didn't like it, and because the cap, I mean, almost all the caps are kind of a joke for 5e. They need to sort of think. The game changes after level 10, so you need to actually make things very different. Okay, feat gained at 19th level. For those of you who want to comment in the chat, you're welcome to do so, but you need to be subscribed, otherwise it won't come through. Okay, feat gained at 19th level. I'm not really concerned about the feats myself. The epic boon were not size, and I was not impressed. What was the feat that you gained at that level? Did I write that down? Was it impressive? Was it one of the ones that like stood out and said, that's a level 20 feature? Lucky the luck fit. No, it didn't. Okay, definitely not. Prepared spells. I think that was a good idea. Would I say I was super satisfied? No. Primarily because I would say... Okay, so this is all comment section. This is what I'm going to fill in. This should be interesting. I'm going to go to the bottom end. And I'm going to take my feedback. And I'm just going to cut and paste in here. This bit here. This is going to be a long process, people. Thank God you've got the time. The bard beyond level 6 doesn't know what it should be, and the designers relying on silly dice mechanics because the class has always been a Frankenstein monster. Yes, this is very much my view on it. Next, I'm definitely happy with saying that. Okay. Okay, I am going to say this because that is actually very true. I could give them positive feedback, but I don't know that this positive feedback is coming for that section, not for that one anyway. Superior Bardic Inspiration is now level 18. You get 2 Bardic Inspirations, even if it haven't run out rather than 1. Frankly, still a joke. Okay. So, Superior Bardic Inspiration copy is still a joke. Inspiration is still, oops, not that one, a joke. There we go. Let's get real. Let's make it clear. There we go. I'm not happy with that one. Do something more with it. It needs more. Okay, magical secrets. Which is weird because... Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that. My God, I wonder if somebody actually reads all these comment sections. That'd be interesting if they do. Okay, you get less magical secret spells, but more flexibility to change them out, which is weird because aren't DMs already allowing spells to be swapped out? I'm saying that. That's my feedback to them. Counterspell is gone. So I'm going to put this feedback in because I actually think that getting rid of Counterspell was probably a good idea. Although there are some elements to Counterspell that you think are kind of part of the Bard. So it does sort of say, what are we doing with the Bard? To be fair, a Bard is such a hard thing to design for. I don't think there's anything very easy to actually do. I mean, how do you do that? Font of battle is done. I don't really care too much about Bardic font of Bardic Inspiration, so I'm not going to say too much about that. The feats, I'm not going to say too much about that. Jack of all trades, they moved it. I'm fine with the changes with Jack of all trades. Frankly, I didn't have a problem with that. Changes to paste. I'm going to run out of space. This is going to be good. Oh, thank God for that. That'll solve a lot of problems. I can only give so much feedback. Song of Rest. Okay, Song of Restoration, copy, too restrictive. That's what I'm going to say. Paste. Restoration is too restrictive. There, and then Song of Rest is gone. Okay. I liked Song of Rest. Do you know, it's funny when I mentioned this to my home group about the Song of Rest being gone, they said, you've got to be kidding, we used to use that all the time. And I said, well, apparently people forgot to use it or didn't like it. And they were laughing. I was like, it's a different way of playing the game, obviously. Gets 2 expertise. I'm not worried about mentioning that. I think the Bardic Inspiration, new ability, a healing transfer, it's nice to see. Yep. New ability. Copy the healing ability. Let's mention that. Absolutely. Paste this. Bardic Inspiration, new healing ability. Ability and changes are nice. Okay, next. Bardic Inspiration has been... I don't care too much about that because I don't think they're going to change that. Bardic Inspiration as a reaction. Okay, that's a good thing. Making it a reaction. I actually think that was very smart on their part. Bardic Inspiration as reaction is a smart move. Stops, move to stop people forgetting, because they did a lot. I can't remember how many times did people at my table like, remember you got Bardic Inspiration. It used to happen a lot. Okay, I really like, it's less complex, it's really simple. Okay, and I thought this was a good change. Bards preparing spells is simple, and Xander, hello Xander. Hope your day is going well. Actually feel like I've been drunk. I'm so smashed, and I haven't been drinking, so I haven't actually benefited from that. But I'm feeling really under the weather, and I'm here. I'm doing this. And thank you for saying something. I felt like I was on my own with my Google document and the survey. Okay. Opens players to, yeah, it does. It really does open players to using utility spells, which I really want people to do. And we'll put this in, and opens players to utility spells. They have allowed a lot of space for putting feedback in here. Like, I mean, if people had the time to do what I'm doing, which I don't think they do, that would be awesome. But I mean, they certainly have gone to a lot of lengths. Okay, so so they are limited. They are very limited in terms of what they can do. Those spell options, just, it's not quite the same at all. We kind of lose a few. There are only a limited range of healing spells from level 2 onward. Not great. Okay, let me press that button. Yes, we're getting closer. I'm running out of space, people. Hello, Todd. I'm listening. Just also working, so multitasking. Not a problem. I do appreciate it, people. By all means, I will do my best to keep talking, keep drinking. I mean water, that is, not alcohol. Although I could do with ginger beer right now. Maybe a lozenge. Get some rest after the video, man. Yeah, absolutely. Love your content. Make sure to take care of yourself. I will try. I want people to go and fill out the survey. I know it's a pain in the butt, people, because it's so long, but I really do want you to do that. Okay, so the spell list is going to be Batty. Okay, I'm choosing from, I can't spell lists. This sucks. I don't like that. It was, I thought we were supposed to make this simpler. Sucks. That's really objective. Analysis. It sucks. It's very personal on my part, clearly. I'm passively listening with, hello Nacho Man. Nacho Man is also a patron, by the way, and supports me, not necessarily doing this, but everything else that I do on the channel that's actually useful, I suppose. My pocket earbuds while I'm at work, not a problem. Hello Seeker, how are you? Also supports the channel in a way that he does not want anybody to know about. Hello, welcome Seeker. I'm just popping in to say hi. I don't follow the Arcana, unfortunately. That's all right. You don't have any strong opinions. That's all right. You don't have to strong have. You can have small weak opinions. Oh my God, has there been enough people filling out the survey and commenting on this stuff? Probably. I was looking at all the stuff I was doing edited videos on, and I'm gonna say why. I don't quite. Does it need to be? Why is it less than everybody else seems to get so much less? The bard gets. Why? Why do that to them? All good, Todd, not a problem. Starting equipment is much the same, but has less options or choose to spend. Why? Do I want to do that? No, I don't care about that actually. I mean, 100 gold for a bard, is it actually going to be a problem with the fact that they're making musical instruments like super cheap anyway? It's like you're going to a bargain basement. So, yeah, you want a bagpipe? Not a problem. 1 gold piece, isn't it? Something like that. Every instrument is like, is it 1 gold piece, or am I getting? Do I mix that up? Maybe. Oh, look, let's have a look at this document here. Will it say? It probably won't even say. I'll have to look somewhere else. Bard's weapon proficiencies. Oh, that is going to be a big. That was a pain. This, like, no hand crossbow, no long sword, and no rapier. Do you want to shit on people who really liked using those weapons? You just did. Okay. Oops. Too many words. Okay. Here we go. Let's take out some words. Bard's weapon proficiency have been reduced to only simple weapons, so this will remove popular. And I've reached my limit. As you know, I am a wordy person, but I have successfully filled up the comment section of the Bard. At least that was a huge section of this whole survey, right? How satisfied are you with the elements of the College of Law subclass? Oh dear. Oh shit. This is not a good. Okay, here we go. Let's let rip, shall we? At least my notes are small. Let's go back to our poll here. Our poll seems to be active. College of Law overall. Bonus proficiencies. Actually thought the bonus proficiencies idea was pretty solid, actually. I thought that was smart. There was only one change I would make. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Overall, I don't know. I'm going to mark that last, actually. Bonus proficiencies, though, yes. Cutting words. What is the deal with cutting words? I can't remember. Cutting words. Level 10. Psychic, bardic, da-da-da-da. I don't really have anything that I would say. I mean, it's what you expect at level 10, cutting words. Is that the be improved? No, the cutting words is level 3. No, actually, I had no problem with that, actually. That's right. I was all good with that. It's good to be able to go back and look at your notes that you've made. Tell you, talk about useful. There we go. That's one. Cunning inspiration. Is it cunning inspiration? What did I say about cunning inspiration? I don't really have anything much to say about that, so it's fine. Cutting inspiration, improved cutting words. I don't think I had anything particularly bad to say about that. It was just a feature. Peerless skill. I didn't actually. Apparently, there is a change in the wording for peerless skill, but for the life of me, I could not see anything that suggested anything I should worry about. Like, where is it? College of Law, peerless skill. Here we go. When you make an ability check and fail, you can expend one use of your bardic inspiration. Roll a bardic die and add the number of rolls to your ability check, potentially turning it into a success. If the check still fails, the bardic inspiration isn't expended. I see. And it's level 14. But it's a dice mechanic. I really hate dice mechanics at level 14. I want them to do something like... Yeah, no, I'm not happy with that. I know it's better than it was before, but I didn't think it was impressive. I actually thought it was kind of silly. Okay, so now to actually make a comment. The good news is we're almost done the Bard. Okay? And that was only half an hour. The good news is there's only so much I can write in. I would say, ultimately... Where are we? Generally, it was not too bad, actually, I guess, for me. Bonus proficiency at level 3 are mostly the same, but now it looks like mostly level 3. Now lock. Now locks a character into unless you already have them. Very fitting for the law, but... Why not include Which is it? Is it religion? Religion. Why not include religion? Hello, Nacho Man. What do you got here? Filling out the entire section makes you the town crier. The town crier? It could be. Oh, the insane. Is it insane? Like, did anybody on YouTube actually fill in the comment section with all of their notes that they made? Okay, cutting words at level 3 does reaction attack roll. Okay, so changes make sense. I think they actually do make sense. So we're going to go here. It's nice and simple. Paste, words, changes, makes sense. I'm happy with that. Don't have a problem. Let's go to the next thing. What did I have to say? Copy this. I did not like that change. That was one thing that was not good. Paste. Additional mental sex level are gone and will freak many people out for the reduction to 12 assist. I don't like it. I don't like the change. Okay, because it is a reduction in what you can get access to. Derry, how are you doing? Old, unhappy DM crying for city. Could be. All right, so it's like crying for the things we know we've lost in the past. Because it's not changed yet, people. It could, but it might not. Cutting words, level 3, let's blah, twice. I don't really have anything to say about that. Cutting words is now new and allows blah. It's fine, that ability. There's nothing super awesome about it, but it's fine for a level 10 feature. It's just, yeah, it's fine. Next, and peerless inspiration. Okay, I don't like the peerless inspiration. Okay, here we go. 14 is not appropriate for this level. Level. Stop messing with dice mechanics and combat features. There we go. All right, we're in. I need a lozenge. It's a good thing I don't have a Dungeon Master Roundtable today, because I wouldn't make it. Okay, so that's the first one. I can press the next button. It's only 13% done. Look at that. We've got the Ranger to do. Oh my gosh, did I have notes on the Ranger? Creating a Ranger is fine. Multi-classing the Ranger. Did I really have anything to say about multi-classing the Ranger? Not really. Expertise. I don't think I had anything bad to say about the Ranger's expertise. Like, why would I? It's like, no, shouldn't have that. That's a bad idea. Makes perfect sense to me, frankly. So, yes, let's just... God, I had a lot of notes on that. I wonder how I'm going to get it all in. Expertise is fine. Favorite enemy. Favorite enemy. Do I remember what the changes of a favorite enemy are? There's so much going on with the Ranger class. Certainly an improvement, I agree. Town Crier, smile. I am trying. So this is favorite enemy. What did I say about this thing? Hunter's Mark. It's the favorite enemy. Yeah, so I actually wasn't satisfied. I mean, they're kind of on the right track, but not quite. Not happy. Spell casting, I'm not really very happy at all. I think spell casting for a ranger should be kicking in about level 7 or 8, and I know that's not popular, but that's my opinion. Fighting styles. What do I have to say about the fighting styles? Anything? Was there anything to actually say about the fighting styles? Yeah, no, I didn't really like the fact that they were now feats. That's really the only reason, but they're essentially the same. The ranger subclass, I can't even remember what I said about the ranger subclass. Xander, hello Xander. Sorry, I did say hi to you. You're not a different person. Any changes or additions you'd suggest in Ranger? Yes, I would, but I could not do it in a survey. I'd love to see how they change up shape shifting. Look, if they balls things up and I'm not happy with the classes and the basic rules, I'm just going to rewrite everything myself. I don't know if that's legal, but I'll do it for my group and I will just share it on Patreon. But that's a little way off. Let's see if they might get it right. You never know. They might actually do things that I agree with, but then again, that doesn't mean it's going to suit everybody. I can assure you there are some changes that my current group do not like about the Ranger. The Ranger doesn't feel like a Ranger anymore. The Ranger feels like something else. Ranger subclasses. What do I say about them? Anything? Front-loaded. Natural Explorer. Still upset about that. Still recovering. At least I didn't need to go and see a doctor for it. No. It's primeval stuff. Tylus, New Veil, sends blah 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 boons, not a good thing. Multi-class the same, extra attack. What is there to say about them? I don't really know. I'm just going to press a button, and I'm just going to go through because they're going to do this whole thing again, aren't they? Subclass feature. I'm just going to go not satisfied. Clearly, I've got some issues here. Look at that. Look at that. He doesn't even know what he's clicking. It's just, apparently it's got multiple options. I'm just pressing the button. Okay, cool. That was easy. That filled out part of the survey a lot faster. What's that? And companions. Yeah, but they haven't figured that one out. Derry, been ranger for 35 years. I'm not legal. Am lawful. You're not legal, you're lawful. Okay. Feats gain, I don't care for that aspect. Extra attack, that's fine. Oh, that's all right. That's nothing wrong with that. Roving. What did I say about roving? Roving feature. Some speed. Yeah, no, that's good. Yep, roving was good. Where is it? Yeah, let's go there. I'm happy with that one. Feat gained at level. I don't care. Expertise. Good, actually. The expertise you get early too, don't you? You don't get it late. You get it quite early, which I feel like it makes a lot of sense. Expertise. Happy with that. Tylus. Do I remember what Tylus was? Tylus was something. Gave you some sort of benefit. Everything does, Fred. Hit points to an exhaustion rather than a long rest. Did I really care for this thing? Not really. I mean, it's all right. It's not really. Okay. It's all right. It's fine. I know it's level 11. It doesn't really matter. Not really. Probably not. Feat, couldn't care less. Nature's Veil. A Veil of Nature. What colour is the Veil of Nature? Is it green? Is it black? Is it white? I can't even find it. Nature's Veil feature. Terrible idea for a spell slot. Yes, that's right. That's that stupid invisibility nonsense. Yeah, Nature's Veil sucks balls. Don't like it. Am I that strong about it? Probably not that strong. Not very good in town or court. Jail is fine. Yeah, all right. Feral Sense. What did I say about Feral Sense? I cannot remember what I said about Feral Sense. So good. I have all these notes here. Feral Sense. Actually, 30 feet of blind sight at level 15. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, okay. All right, field sense. Yeah, it's fine. Feet gained at... no, I don't care. Foe Slayer. Foe Slayer actually kind of... I think it just put everything together, didn't it? Foe Slayer. Oh, it's the capstone, which changed the deal. Oh, it's that capstone. Oh, no. No, garbage. Didn't like it. Feet. Didn't care less. Epic boon. What was the epic boon? Can I even remember the epic boon for this thing? Did I even comment on the epic boon? The epic boon was... I just said there was an epic boon. Great for level 20. Epic boon. Why... No. What was the epic boon specifically, Fred? Because that makes all the difference. Because there are some epic boons that are cool as. Fortitude. Is the Fortitude one the one that I was happy with? And then you get a choice. I still... No, I'm going to say no. Not really. Prepared spells. Why Fortitude for a ranger? Is that the thing? I would have preferred the one where you can be invisible, frankly. Okay. Prepared spells. Good idea. Well done, people. Am I that happy about it? No. I'm not. But that's me. Okay. We got through that bit. Okay. Whew. Hello, Scott. How are you? All right, so level 9 should be huge change. Yeah, there should be a big shift at level 9 and 10, and I don't think that the Wizards of the Coast has figured that out. Right, so let's go for the throat by going with my big hitter. Let's go with this. Because this is the thing that beefed me off the piston. Well, yeah, it just annoyed me a lot. The first thing is why is the no survival skills sort of, where is the ranger's survival, exploration, and tracking abilities, trap setting, ambush skills, followers, exotic mount? I want my Pegasus, baby. Okay, or at least give me a griffin, give me something. Like, I want to at least give me a hunting lodge. Where's my hunting lodge? I want a hunting lodge where I can get drunk and put my kills on the wall. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm putting in. And then range beyond is completely messed. Yeah, I do agree. I think this is exactly... They suffer, a lot of the classes suffer from this nonsense. Wizards of the Coast has never been able to figure this out. I don't know why. Yep, I'm happy with saying that. Next, Home Planet is gone, which is a shame. Yeah, I think that I'm going to say this because there were a lot of things here that just disappeared, and I was like, actually, that was actually a pretty good feature. It was, I mean, it was better than what they came up with as far as I was concerned. Dairy. Right, so let me see. Hide in plain sight. I've done that one. It's gone. Yes, that's what I want to say about that Landstrider disappearing, because I wasn't happy when the Landstrider disappeared. I'm actually making comments about things that aren't actually in there, the fact they aren't there at all, more than anything else. Epic boon, yeah. I was not impressed by our epic boons. Copy. If you're going to make them epic, make them epic. If you're not going to make them epic, then don't make them epic, okay? Right. So, I'm going to struggle getting all of this stuff in here, so I'm going to just have to be very negative, because I'm not going to be able to put my positive stuff in. Foe Slayer. Foe Slayer is still really pointless, frankly. Foe Slayer at level 18. Pointless doing a little bit more damage. I don't see any point. Like it's not. It just really doesn't come into play. Kangos. What's a Kangos? Kangos, except Kangos. Yep. And I've only had one proper companion and made. Yeah. Companions are difficult with a ranger, and even the druid who would like a companion, probably not going to work. Yes. Okay. Right. So we're in the right track. So we've got Foe Slayer mentioned. Actually, I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to say Feral Senses with 30 feet. Blind. Am I blind? Yeah, probably blind sight. It's great. I think that's a big improvement. Okay, Dungeons and Chronics, how's it going, buddy? How are you? All right, so and Scott is in here too. We've got the crew are showing up. All right, so here we go. Moving along. Okay, yeah. I think that was the problem with that feature. I'm going to put that in. Will I have space? I don't think so. Now. Nature's Veil, I didn't really think that was a good one at all. Paste with limited invisibility is terrible for the level. Okay, I'm going to run out of space very shortly. This section's run. I apologise now. This section is certainly looking very negative because I just don't have. I've only given me 200 words. I'm a wordy guy. 4 levels of Druid. Okay, all right, cool. Right, so let's see. We are on Nature's Veil. No, I don't need to just mention that one. The roving feature is perfect for a ranger. Copy. We can put that in. Perfect for ranger. Well done. Next. I'm not happy that Primal Awareness is gone. Primal Awareness needed improving to include the party. But you got rid of it instead. Next. Not going to mention that. Don't have time to mention this. Oh, I cannot leave out the Natural Explorer. Do you know? That's what I want to say. I really want to say that Natural Explorer just needed to be expanded. You know, if you're a ranger, do you really only know a lot about trees and mountains and not grasslands or swamp? You kind of went everywhere, right? So, you know. Is there anything that sort of stands out as, okay, ranger having cantrips doesn't make any sense. make no sense. Give me a standard ability. And then, what was the other thing I want to mention here? Favorite enemy. I think we're going to mention that. Favorite enemy. Favorite enemy. What is the thing? The Hunter's Mark idea is great, but the spell, no. To not be spell. Don't make it a spell. Okay, I've said too much now. I've got to go back and edit myself a little bit. Okay, so we can go here. And in my opinion, a great, not only doesn't need to be expanded. Okay, I filled out that section. Woohoo! Achievement. Do I get a star? House rule. To be a druid, you have to have 4 levels of ranger. Okay. And homeless builds, hunting lodge, in secret. Yeah. Okay, so now, did I fill out all the little bits that I needed to? Something like that. I don't know. Overall, creating... I've done that what I needed to do with this, but let's do this next piece, because this will take me less time. Thank God I have all these notes. All right, so it's nice and simple. Let's have a look at the first one. Oh, overall, how happy was I? Actually, it wasn't too bad. Hunter's Prey. What did I say about Hunter's Prey? Hunter's Prey, Hunter's Prey, Hunter's Prey. Change. It's gone. Actually, it was fine. It's fine. It's fine. They just gave you less options. It's fine. Hunter's Law. Actually, is that how I feel about it? No, I kind of would have preferred the options at least. So I'm just satisfied. Okay, I'm hard to please. Okay, at level... Rate. Oh God, the radar thing. Yeah. No. I know what they're trying to do here. I kind of get it, but there's a better way of doing it, I think, and that's not the way. It's very 4E in terms of mechanics. Thank you, Scott. I am doing my best. A to Z to VT. Right, okay. Right here, ho. Multi-attack. Multi-attack. What was multi-attack? Oh, God, no. No way. That sucked. Really? Conjure volley. The conjure volley barrage spell? Conjure barrage? No way. It's certainly, I mean, it nerfed, but silly choices are now gained. Yeah. Okay, I actually had, yeah. I think that actually was. That was all right. There were some very silly choices there. Uncanny dodge is all right. It is combat focused. It's all right. I'll let them have that. They can have that. I won't roast them for that one. Okay. So this is... it's going to put in this. Remove the silly choices and great. There we go. You got some positive feedback, people. I don't often do that. Wizards of the Coast, I'm pretty hard on you. You are trying to be funny. I am trying to be funny. It's hard. Look, I'm doing a test essentially. It's like I've gone to school again. Is there a difference between the thief and the ranger? Yeah, that's a good point. Is there a difference between the thief and the ranger? I'm going to type it in. Is there a difference between the thief? Can I spell it with my eyes looking at different... It's going to be hard. Lift up? No. Ranger and ranger. There we go. I don't know how that How does that relate to this particular question? It's probably in the wrong place, but I couldn't squeeze it up the top, so I'm putting it here. uh, okay, next, multi-tack. Multi-tack. Okay, so this is not a good change. Let's get real. I mean, it just doesn't. Multi-tack changing from the worst and is now again 10. Volley and whirlwind got replaced by an always repaired, not a spell. That sucks. That is not, sorry, satisfying. Because that's what marketers are looking for. They're not looking for the word sucks. They're looking for satisfaction. See? That's why they have dissatisfaction, very dissatisfied, satisfied, very satisfied. So I've got to use the word satisfied, which makes it easier for me because I can, if I forget how to spell it during a live stream, I can actually just copy what I've got here. Here we go. All right. It's not satisfying. Satisfying. Can we get it? Did we make it? Something like that. I still spelled it wrong. This is not satisfying. Stifling. Satisfying. Satisfying. Something like that. Okay. We'll put in this. The little red line is irritating me. Here we go. Let's go down there. License plates. Okay, only 3 states overall travel use. Yeah. That's the nature of your ranger. I mean, I understand a ranger not really being that conversant with a desert area or a completely different plane of existence. Or if we're dealing with like the frozen tundra. Like that's then give them a choice, or the Underdark. Yeah, give them a choice. But you know, just give them the things that make sense. I'm gonna just put that wholesale in there because it's just gonna make it easier for me. I was not impressed with Hunter's Law because the radar thing just doesn't appeal to me. It's way too D&D 4-y. I don't want to go back to playing that game. I've already played it. You guys are talking about something else completely different. I should have guessed. Copy. I mean, they haven't actually done anything to improve this. Mains. I want the choices, even if they are choices people often didn't make. Okay. That is this one. That's the Ranger down. Wow. Oh my god, it's the Rogue. This is going to be painful, people. Do we remember what happened to the Rogue? I do. 95 to 90% satisfaction. And they changed a lot of stuff. Creating the Rogue is fine. Multi-classing the Rogue, I don't care. That's fine. Expertise, that's all good. Sneak attack, I can't remember what they did with sneak attack. Let's go through the things that I like. The subclass thing, I just don't want to have to deal with that. I'm just going to go dissatisfied because I don't even... It doesn't even state which one it is. So rogue subclass feature. Let's go here. This is really the useless bit of this bit here is what you do when you're marketing something. Like, oh, will they buy the product? Satisfaction surveys. Marketers love that shit. They really do. Okay, feats. Don't care about the feats. Let's get rid of the feats. Can fill them in nice and quickly now. Another feat. I already have feet. There's more feats. Oh, look at all the feet. Oh, look at this. This is half the thing is already done, just because of all of that. That was simple as. That sped things up. I'm a poacher. I'm poaching from my own notes. I don't know if I'm a poacher. Are you talking about me or somebody else? Okay, so let me drink some water. pull the energy of the universe into me as I go through the next lot. Sneak attack. What do they do to sneak attack? Cleaned up advantage. Actually, yes, that was a good change. That was actually a really good change. Let's get real. I think that made a lot more sense, frankly. I think that was the intention. Let's get real. Thieves can't. I didn't like it because it doesn't do enough. Look, Thieves Can't is actually so close to what I saw in the original Advanced Dungeons and Dragons as to be. I mean, I'm asking a lot now because that was never really there before. Cunning action. What the heck did I say about cunning action? Did I say anything about cunning action? Is the same. Same. Is there a cunning action that I need to worry about? Cunning action is fine. Cunning. It's fine. Uncanny dodge. I don't think I had anything. I don't think I whined about uncanny dodge. It's the same. It was fine. They did all right. That's all good. That's fine. Expertise. Fine with that. I don't think they did anything with the expertise that was surprising. Rather than they just shuffled things around a little bit. It's fine. I'm all right with that. That's cool. Where are you, expertise? Pardon me. And look at that. I'm evasion. I don't think there was anything that we needed to say about evasion. That was actually, yeah, that's right, because they did make it a higher level feature, and actually making it a higher level feature, I'm quite happy with that idea. I think that makes much more sense. Ranking paladins here. No, we're not ranking paladins. We're ranking we're doing the rogue. I'm filling in the rogue, but okay. Reliable talent. What happened to reliable talent? Did anything happen? It's the same. Do I even remember what reliable talent does? I don't even know if I remember what reliable talent does. How many rogues have I played? Probably not that many. Reliable talent. Whenever you make an ability check, treat it as 9 or lower. Okay. It's a 10. Reliable talent is something that a lot of things should probably have. Reliable talent, it's fine. I actually don't have an issue with... What level do you get it at? I forgot about that. What level? Level 11? Kind of should have been a bit sooner if you ask me. But, yeah. Reliable talent. We'll just say, yeah, it's all right. It's close enough. Subtle strike. This is that new thing, right? The subtle strike. Where we decide we need to hit things more often at high levels. Isn't that the one? Subtle strike? Slippery something? I can't see subtle strike. Why can't I see it? Did I not mention it? Evasion. Did I skip it completely? I don't remember what it was. Subtle strike. Subtle strike. Here we go. Level 13. When you take an exploit an advantage on attack roll within 5 feet of it's incapacitated. Yeah, that's going to work. Level 13. We're messing around with that. Not satisfied. Okay. Slippery mind. What did I say? I saw the word slippery mind in my notes. Slippery mind. Change to gain proficiency. Wisdom. Where you only got one in the past. Saving throws. It's a dice mechanic. Slippery mind at level 15. Slippery mind. It's alright, I guess. Okay. Elusive. What do they say about elusive? Elusive is the same, but you get it sooner. I don't even remember what elusive does. Elusive. You are so evasive, attack on gain upper hand against no attack roll has advantage against you. Oh, come on. Okay, stroke of luck. Okay, I'm definitely hoeing in. Interesting fight. Paladin versus Ranger. The builds are shining with the gods. Yeah. So let's go with stroke of luck. Let's have a look and see what I said. Did I say anything useful? Only means that will critical hit 4 plus it applies to saving throws. Stroke of luck. This is another dice mechanic, isn't it? Stroke of luck. It's one of those silly dice mechanics. Anyway, when you fail, roll 20. Can turn a roll into a 20. Turn a roll into a 20. Yeah. I don't care for it. Sorry. Epic boons. I'm probably going to shite all over that one. Not impressed. No, I wasn't impressed. I can't. What was the epic boon they got? The undetectability feat. Now, wasn't the undetectability feat one of those really cool feats, which actually I was quite impressed by? The undetectability feat. Because I think the undetectability feat might have been the one that I like, ooh, that looks good. That looks like a sensible one to give them. Undetectability, can I find that thing? Undetectability. Expert class is high level, but potentially an unpopulated mechanic. Yeah, but I'm going to give them that one. They can have that one. Well done. There you go. Righto, so that is that section of it done. I have to then put in all of my comments on the rogue. Not going to be pretty. So I have reached at least the hour mark. I think this is a good time for me to take a 5-minute break, empty my bowels, come on back and continue with my mission to fill in this big ass survey because it is very, very large. So 5 minutes. And I will be back to continue as I do. Oh. Righto. La, 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 la. Okay. Yeah. Talking to dogs 4 miles away is a good idea. That's a droid thing, right? You should be able to talk to animals. Does it have to just be dogs, though? Now, let's refill some of these cups. Oh, I'll do that after. Who knows? This is probably going to take me a little while, so let's not get carried away here. Okay, so let's transition back over and continue on our mission. Filling out this big ass survey. Okay, so here we go. Let's go with the rogue. Let's start at the end of my, the rogue, blah, 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 blah. Yes, okay, I think that kind of sums everything up. Let's stick that at the front. So I'll make sure that gets in there. It's still silly, missing a lot. Deciphering abilities, guild contacts not there, safe house, where's my safe house, where's my fortified building, followers and faction leadership, nothing like that there. I want that stuff, people. Like, that would be good. Not impressed. I couldn't find it, could I? Did I find the undetected, no, that was actually good. I'm not going to give them a hard time about... Why did I say I was unimpressed? It's because I hadn't actually looked at the boons at that time. So that's probably not fair. So leave them alone with that, Fred. Stroke of luck. Stroke of luck. I don't think it's a good thing to have at high level. So I'm just going to go copy. Go here. Stroke of luck is not suitable as a high level feature. Okay. How do I manage to spell that incorrectly? Easy. I am not that great at typing, apparently. Yeah, talking to fish. I mean, look, how many times have you found in your game that talking to fish is really useful? I'm like, don't rogues always talk to fish? No, I'm only kidding, man. This is a different character class. Rogues don't talk to fish. Aquaman talks to fish. Elusive is the same. What did I think of elusive? Elusive. Well, we can just pack this all in here. Elusive. I feel like it's the same. Let's see. What was the next one on my list? Blah, 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 blah. Blind sense is gone. Glad blind sense is gone, in fact. Slippery mind is all right. But not really a level. It's 15, isn't it? Level 15 you get that thing? Level 15 feature? Not really a level 15 feature. 15 feature. Leadership is always important. Your Rocklet decided to come take a nap on your bed. Of course he did. That's how rock wheelers work. They take naps when they need to. Don't they just sleep all day anyway? Reliable talent is the same. The blind sense thing. The subtle strike thing. The new subtle strike. 5 feet. The subtle strike. Is that one of that's that other thing that I was complaining about? God, I complain about so much stuff. Yeah, again, subtle strike is one of those things I don't like. So I'm going to add it in amongst this thing here. Subtle strike. And Next was Subtle Strike, and next Blind Sense. Blind Sense been gone. Good job. Good job. Gone. Dead as a doorknob. Put that in there, baby. And then, okay. I've got to put in here. Stop messing with the rogue. Stop messing with it. Leave it alone. Okay. I mean, there are a lot of things I don't like about the rogue, but really, I mean, if you got 90% of your player population, or 95%, like happy with it, why mess with it? Like, unless of course you're trying to be unpopular. Reliable talent. I can't even remember what did I say about that reliable talent thing. No, it's all right. It's fine. Reliable talent is fine. But you want to spread it over to a few other things. It's fine. But make it available to other experts. There we go. Reliable. That's my feedback on the reliable one. Okay, so then Rogue has evasion. Yes, that's what I'm going to put in. That's exactly what I want to say. Because the change to a higher level was smart. I think that was a good idea. I don't care about saying anything about that. Don't need to say anything about that. Cunning action, don't need to say about that. I don't really care about all that. This I will say here, because Thieves can't. This is my personal bias to what I want to squeeze into the game, which has never been in the game before. I am totally biased. Yeah, that's. I want those things there, please. Give me those other things, like figuring out codes, puzzles, and secrets. Yeah. Like that. Thieves can't. I know that's not necessarily really what Thieves can't is supposed to do, but I'm squeezing it in there somehow. Don't need to mention that. Expertise I don't have to really mention. Sneak attack. Let's just drop this in, because we need to mention that sneak attack is actually a vast improvement on what it was, because it was. That's good. So we'll put that in there. Same, sneak attack can't be used as a reaction anymore. Yeah, so that's actually something I need to mention as well, because we need to put that in, because I think that is, I mean, I get where they're trying to do this, but this is what I think it really needs to do. So I want to make sure that goes in there, because look, sneak attack as a reaction can't be used as a reaction. That's a problem, because frankly that ready action is where it becomes an issue. I just think they need to use the wording once around, and that does everything you need it to do, and then it becomes a much cleaner way of using sneak attack. If they if they're wanting to nerf it, that's probably the best way to do it, in my opinion. Okay, so the thief. I have plenty of notes on the thief. No, I don't. I have very few. Thank God for that, right? So let's have a look. This is going to be interesting. Overall, thief, I don't know. Fast hands, not really that happy. Second story work. What did I say about second story work? Or was I not happy? No, it seemed to be fine, actually. Okay, so second story work. What did I say about second story work? It's actually fine. I don't think that's a problem, but Supreme Sneak. What was Supreme Sneak trying to do? Actually, fine with that. And using Magic Device. I think they messed with Magic Device too much, didn't they? I think that, yeah, I wasn't pleased with what they did with that. And then Thieves' Reflexes. What did we say? It is going to confuse. Oh, it confuses me. Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. It was confusing, definitely. Overall, where am I sitting at? I'm about here. Somewhere in that. But there are some things that definitely need to be changed. Quick, probably. Yeah. Right. So let's put my feedback in here. I think I'm going to be able to copy and paste most of this. I'm just going to go copy paste. I'm really being cheeky here. I might run out of space, but let's get real. At least they are sentences. I'm going to say this. I'm just going to go this. Feedback. Paste it. And don't you hate it when somebody just writes forever? Okay, Supreme Sneak, better change. Better change. I think that's fine. Okay, so next is I do not like the use device stuff. Let's go here and just say this. Paste. I don't have to do anything. Yeah, if you think about how use magic devices used in the past, it really isn't what they have done here. It's very different now. Yeah, I don't like this one either. This is a silly thing to do. The Thieves' Reflexes is not my favorite change at all. Like, let's have 2 actions or 2 turns, or let's have 2 bonus actions. Like that ain't going to confuse people. Sheesh. Right, so we've done this bit. Let us hit the button, and we have completed. How much? I want to have a look. I want to have a look and see how much I'm completed. 26%. Okay, I hope you guys have got plenty of time on your hands. Hello, Spirit Wolf. How are you? I am. I feel like I'm in a 3-hour exam. Do you know when you went to school and you had those exams at the end of the year and they're like 3 hours long? Wow. Do you really want to do this? Do you use feats when playing 5e? Sometimes. Sometimes, but not, yeah, it's not never. Sometimes. It's not that often for me. I'm generally not a feat person. Which of these feats have you play tested? Oh, I don't. They're all different, so I haven't play tested anything. Consider my feedback useless to you. All right, so, oh, hang on. Oh, I have this one here. I just realized it's the only one that hasn't really changed. Isn't everything else like different? Feats. If I have a look at the feats, I'm pretty sure. How often did I write the word? It hasn't changed. I don't think that came up very often at all. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. I don't think I've done any. Okay, so let's deal with the real question, which is I have play tested one. Time to light the fire. Feats are, so for those of you who don't understand why Dungeons and Chronics is saying time to light the fire, is because I'm not a fan of feats. Yes, I've taken a break on the hour mark, and I will take more. Okay, so ability score improvement feat. No, not happy. This is going to be hard. This part of the survey right here has got all of this stuff here. This is going to take me way too long to go through. Oh my god, they've put in and included the epic boons as well. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. How do I dissect this? I've got to make some way of putting my notes. I'm just want to put the feedback in. I'm going to come back and deal with the dots. Connecting the dots I'll do later. I'm going to connect the dots later. Let's just look at the actual stuff in the comment section, because the comment section is the important bit for the feats. At least the section looks like it's less space. Now, I had pretty good things to say about fighting styles. If I remember right, I was not that unhappy with anything. No, no, I've done this one. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we're just doing feats now. Feating it. Where are my feats? I can't find them. Fighting styles. Here we go. Fighting styles. If I remember right, fighting styles, bonuses, +2. Oh, for those of you who haven't figured out, these are the notes that I read out when I did that live stream. Okay. I was happy with that. What wasn't I happy with? Oh, great weapon fighting. Fighting style, great weapon fighting. I don't like this one. I'm going to mention that one because I need space. Have they allowed me more space to put stuff in here? It is one of the pet peeves that I have. And I'm going to copy and I'm going to put in here because that random dice mechanic-y thingy, is dueling actually spelled a different way? Dueling. Okay, that'll do fine. Yeah. Okay, I agree. Let's put this in. They put no limit on how much feedback I can put in here. That is not a good sign, people. Get yourself a tent and start a fire. Get yourself a bedroll or a blanket, and because we're going to be here a while. Okay, I did not like what they did. I didn't understand the changes to this one. I didn't understand why you had to change the protection one at all. It's different. Why change it? I don't get it. I didn't get it. Protection was fine. It was all. It's just because it do damage or make you hit more often, eh? Next, what was the other fighting style? Oh no, that's the wrong one. Fighting styles, 2-weapon fighting works better. I actually had no real problem with that. Let's take this, and I can drop that in. Paste. Fighting style, 2-weapon fighting much better. Work with bonus. Yes, happy with that. We'll put that feedback in. And no, keep doing that. Light weapon, I think it makes the feat much better. I think that lightly armored needed that. That is a smarter idea. Let's put that in. I'm a Kiwi. I spell things differently. So I will leave the reds because I can deal with those today. What am I doing next? We're looking at the other things. What did I say about stuff? I'm actually pretty happy with all the other yeah, I just want to say all the other fighting styles are fine. Copy. All the other fighting styles, copy and paste, are fine. Bam. Fighting styles. I have covered fighting styles, which means I can go and take, because now I've actually looked at what I was talking about and put my comments in, I can go back and I can click little buttons and I know what I need to actually click and not click. So, archery was fine, defense was fine, dueling was fine, great weapon fighting sucks a lot. Protection was confused. Two weapon fighting, happy as Larry. Okay. That worked much better. This is going to work out much more efficient. Okay, so next, they got epic boons in here as well. So let's go through the epic boons because I had a lot to say about epic boons. Yes. And I got no limits. So the boon of combat prowls, kind of pointless because seriously, you never miss at high level unless you roll a 1 generally anyway. So let's just go paste that in. Gotcha. Oh, Lord Sod, God of Grass, Lord Sod. Really? We could have Lord Sod. Epic boon of that one. I'll go back through and do my little dot things after. Let's just get this stuff in. Travel, pathetic. Yeah, I didn't like this. Copy. There are quite a few of these thingies, so I'm probably going to lose track eventually. So I want to say pathetic that, yeah, I didn't like either of those ones. So let's just, yeah, okay, so I'll do it as I go and go back. I know it's a little bit weird, people. Epic boon of combat prowls, didn't like it. Didn't like it a lot. I really didn't like those a lot. Let's just go there. No, wrong place. Next, energy resistance. Yes, this is what I want to say. This energy resistance boon, it needed to be immunity. Resistance is low level stuff. It's low level. Not I won't be that hard on them, but I'm going to go there, and then we'll put in my feedback, which is basically from my notes. Yeah. Next on our list of, did I do the, no, I want to do the next one. Do not get sidetracked, Fred. Okay, the fortitude one. Didn't really like this one either, if I remember right. It's not sexy. That's what I said. Overly, it is complex, and it's slightly better. It's not a great. It really isn't great at all. The fortitude one. I don't know how do they manage to come up with the thing that this is actually for level 20. Okay. God help them when they read this. I won't be quite as hard on them. Or do I want to be hard on them? No, I'm going to be hard on them on this one. They're getting the full power of Fred. Let's go. Next one is a boon of irresistible offense. Simple design, but the effect is achieved by wielding a magic weapon. Exactly what I wanted to say. Thank you very much, Fred, for writing this down. So that is, yeah, it's not great at all. It's get a magic weapon and you've got that ability. You're probably going to you'll probably have a magic weapon at level 20, people. So you probably won't need to worry about this boon of irresistible offense. Anyway. So next is the luck one. Boon of luck. Underwhelming. Yes, it was. And I will put that in. Yeah, no, I didn't like it. So I will put that down. I will let them know. They are getting every little... Okay, the lucky one. Let's go back to the luck one. Luck, 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 luck. It's like a chicken. No, I don't. It's not. It's really bad, really. Come on. Be real about it. Did you really enjoy that one? Would you, if you ever manage to get to 20, will you be satisfied? The dim light, invisibility, no duration. This is actually really good. Well done. The Night Spirit. This is the one where you're basically invisible. Level 20, that makes sense. Good job. Nicely done, Wizards of the Coast. Do more of that. Next. The dimensional travel one. Did I put in? Okay. Hashtag need. Plane shift. Come on. You make Magic the Gathering. You know what I'm talking about. Plane shift. There you go. Next. On my list of boons. This is so much easier now. Peerless aim. Again, pointless is not because of the fact that you are so high level. So we can just type that in. And clickety-bickities, and then we go back and Peerless, we'll go shite all over that one. There we go. I did a good, that's all right, that's there. Whew, we're getting closer, people. To be fair, there's a lot here. At least the feats are, I mean, probably the most, the most to deal with is definitely the feats. Epic Boon of Recovery. I think my feedback is... copy. I think it is. It's still an epic. It's still an epic boon. I mean, let's get real. That's pretty epic. It's definitely pretty epic. But I don't think you're gonna get any make any friends with this in the game. Your dungeon masters are not going to be that happy. Let us go there. Now this is. The skill one. That's right, I remember. Let's go over here, and that it's a hard one to actually, because it depends on what class you are. I mean, if you are an expert already, it's probably not that great. If you are not an expert class, then it's actually pretty good. So... where does it have to sit on my scale here? On this, the scale of like, I suppose it sits in the satisfied, unsatisfied, satisfied. What is this? Very satisfied. Oh, how do I get? I don't know. How do I get? Don't know. No, that's not the don't know one. Okay, don't know. Don't. How did I get there? Whoops. Got to pay attention. I wish those things I could see them where it was. That would help. Got to be careful. Not the last dot. Not the last dot. Okay, so have I figured that one out? Okay, the boon of speed. The boon of speed was actually not that bad, wasn't it? Oh, I think that the boon of speed did a pretty good job, if I remember right. No, this goes here. Boon of speed. It's all right. It's fine. Let's go. We'll tick that little sucker, and then we'll find the boon of speed and put in my feedback. Not a bad job there, Wizards of the Coast. You did all right. I mean, being able to move an extra 30 feet all the time is a big deal. So I'll give you that one. What about the hands? He's wise. Which hands are we talking about? 82 years old. Yeah. I mean, will you make it? I mean, don't want to say it, but will you ever be able to load? This is this undetectable state. This thing is a disaster waiting to happen. I am putting my feedback in. It is suited for the expert class at high level, but potentially unpopular. And I think you have to consider the dungeon master, because they can say yay or nay to this stuff, and that's important. So I'm going to say, I actually am not. I don't think that's going to work. I would much prefer that this get ditched and we get the night spirit thing for them. I think the night spirit thing is much better idea. Burn. Because there's some of these feats, some of the feats you just could wrap together. Unfettered. That's right. I was like, what the heck is unfettered? Do I remember what unfettered is? The unfettered bonus. Disengage, grapple. Oh my gosh. It is not a level 20 feature. Not a level 20 feature. You want to disengage, end in grapple or restrain condition, and that's a level 20 feature? You got to kidding. Don't make me laugh, people. That's not funny at all. Would anybody ever take it? Everybody's just going to want to take the one where you can be invisible. That's what I would do. I would like to point out that I have got through and put in my feedback for the epic boons and fighting styles. The bad news is there are 30 feats that aren't these. 30. Realistically, the problem with a survey of this size, I think they should have not made either the packet could be as big as they like, but I think the surveys needed to be smaller. Do you know what I mean? Because shit. Let's get real. Who's got time to sit down? I've been doing this for about an hour and 42 minutes. Who's got time to sit down and give you decent feedback on all of this? Even when I was doing the alpha playtest for 5e, I never had time to do all this. Okay. Ability scores. We're going to just... Oh, it's so tempting to just grab this and just chuck everything in. Could I do that? There are 30 feats here. All of which... Okay. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this way. I don't want to sit here and go through each of these feats that I've already talked about and try to... I'm going to cheat. I'm sorry, people, but you know how I feel about feats. If you've watched my channel, you know how I feel. I'm just copying and pasting that whole section because they didn't put a limit on how much I can put in here. That was their mistake. Let's go. I'm going to number it. Have I got the numbers? Yeah, I do. It's all numbered. And then the other ones, like, I don't care. I don't care about them at all. Or fold it in. Bam. Oh, look, I'm not even... Do I even worry about what I've said? Okay. Now, let's mention the things that I didn't mention. Shieldmaster. Shieldmaster, don't care. Skullcut, don't care. Copy. Shieldmaster and Skullcut. And Skullcut. Don't need in-game. Oh dear. Don't need in-game. If I run out of space, will it not let me type any more stuff in? Need in-game. Not interested. I know somebody's going to be upset because they love the Skulker and they love that, but no. It's a full-time job filling in this survey, I tell you that now. Only 56, but the mileage warranty has been avoided long ago. How are we doing? We're doing all right. We're almost finished the feats. Okay, so Speedster. Well, let's put this feedback in. Copy. And paste it. Bam. Okay, so the Speedster is there. We're going to go into Spell Sniper and Warcaster. Just take those. Go this. Do that. Spell Sniper. needs to be wrapped into sharpshooter. I think, frankly, we don't need the two different things. Just make them one. Okay. Warcaster. Warcaster. I've never liked that feat. I mean, even when I've looked at it and think, I like playing casters, but I really struggled with liking that feat. And the new changes, don't care. I don't care. I really don't care about that at all. Sorry, Wizards Coast. I just don't have any decent feedback for that one. Okay, weapon training. This we're going to put in here. This is a good change. Right, paste it. I've got my feedback in. Oh, so all of the hard bit. God knows who's going to read through that. So the weapon proficiency, weapon training thing. Okay, so this is a lot better than it was. This, I don't care. I don't know. I don't care? I really don't care. Spell Sniper, don't like it. Speedster, confused. What the changes, they made some changes to it, didn't they? And for the life of me, I still don't understand why they even bothered. You know what I mean? There are times when you look at stuff and you're like, why did you bother doing that? And they do it. Okay, maybe I should not start at the end. I'll start at the top. Actor. Good Lord. So do I remember what the actor... What did I say about the actor? I've already put my feedback in. Actor, I said... Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. I don't want to mention it. I'm just going to leave it. Okay, athlete. I feel like the athlete was kind of a bit of a joke too. Athlete. Yes, I didn't like it. Let's just ditch that thing. Charger. God almighty. My whole group's got the charger feat because our dungeon master decided that because nobody uses it, he would give it to all of us. Everybody has it. And I think one person's used it a couple of times. It's awful. Very complex, but better than the old version. It still sucks. Crossbow expert. What did I say about crossbow expert? Frankly, don't know why half the rules or feats tried to compensate. It is again. It is not. It's not right down the bottom there, but it's pretty close. Defensive duelist. Defensive duelist. What did I say about defensive duelist? Can't remember. Read my notes. It always attempted to duplicate the idea of pairing reasonably. Yeah, okay. So it did all right. So defensive duelist is a satisfied. Dual wielder. Some changes to dual wielder. What were they? It is obsolete. Yes, this is actually completely pointless now as far as I'm concerned. Just ditch that thing. Don't need it. Durable. What did I say about durable? Has a prerequisite of having blah, blah, blah. No, terrible feat written. It's much easier to understand now. Yeah, again, I'm not that satisfied by it. Elemental Adept. I don't think... I know people go on about it. Yeah, I didn't like it either. Okay. So there's a lot of things I don't like. But to be fair, people, you should just remember Fred is a person who is tried to get feats not played at his table, and it didn't work. It might be optional, but it ain't really optional. I hate Grappler. Can't stand Grappler. I don't even care what they've done with it. Great Weapon Master. I think the changes to Great Weapon Master were a big improvement. Great Weapon Master. Yes. Happy as Larry with that one. Good. Heavily armored. Heavily armored. What do I say about heavily armored? Yeah, it's not a great feat. It's heavily armored. It's not a great feat. It's all right. Heavily armored. Heavy armor mastery. That's a bit different. Heavy armor mastery. And yeah, God. Okay, I'm just going to say it's all right. Am I getting soft? And am I getting soft as I complete this thing? Flute Sloot, you have filled this out. Hello, hello, Indostructo boy. Warcaster is so universally good that it's picked up on every. But so, Indostructo boy, you guys know who Indostructo boy is, okay? He's the guy who usually has a live stream with vastly more people in it than me, and he talks about rules and he knows about rules. I'm not a rules person, yet I am a channel that has talked a lot about rules. I'm not really into that sort of thing that much, but yes, I totally get it. But I just don't like Warcaster. I just think it's not a good thing to have. And Flute Sloot, hello Jordan, how are you? Both part of the Dungeon Master Roundtable. I know you have filled this thing out. And God almighty, I've been doing this for almost 2 hours. And I'm trying to do my job properly here. Inspiring Leader. Now, Inspiring Leader was actually pretty good. What did I say about Inspiring Leader? Very strong feat. Try to be the party buff machine. Got nerfed. Still a powerful feat. Yeah, it's all right. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with Inspiring Leader. It's good. Keen Mind kind of got its guts torn out, didn't it? I'm pretty sure. I never understand it. That's one of the things I struggle with. No, I don't. Yeah, whatever they've done to Keen Mind is not the solution. I believe they need to do something else. Okay. Can I send you US dollars directly? 25 Etsy if. So Deirdre, yes, you can. I have a PayPal, and my PayPal account is my email address, and my email address is in the About section of my YouTube channel, which you can only access on a desktop computer, which you can't see on the mobile, but it's on the desktop. You can go to the About section, and you'll see my business email is in fact my personal email. Probably shouldn't do that, I know, but it is. Okay. Welcome, Jordan and Indostructor Boy. So, lightly armored. Didn't they make some significant benefits? Because nobody used to take the thing. Like, Keen Mind, Mage Slayer. Did I even mention lightly armored? I don't think I even mentioned lightly armored. I think I might have skipped it completely. I suspect that I did. Lightly armored. Do I remember exactly what they said about lightly armored? Scrolling on through. Starts with L. If I go past L, you'll remind me. Lightly armored. Yeah, no, that was all right. They did fine with that one. That's good. Blame dog. Blame some dog. You can send me whatever money you like, dude. It's fine with me. Mage Slayer. So Mage Slayer. Geesh. What did I say about Mage Slayer? I said something. I know I did. Keen Mind. Mage Slayer. Here we go. Poorly conceived feat that received more messy mechanics. Oh my god. Yes, did I look at that and think, what am I doing here? I didn't like it. Mage Slayer is still not my favourite sort of thing. And yes, I like playing casters, but no. Medium Armor Mastery. What do they say about Medium Armor? This is the one. Did anybody ever take it? It's awful. Still awful. Yeah, it is still awful. Yeah, no, I don't want this one. Mounted Combatant. Mounted Combatant. What did I have to say about Mounted Combatant? Your mount will still die. Yes, it will. Trent Monk is quite right. I will target your mount and your horse first, because killing your horse creates less problems than killing your character. That is not my job, ultimately, but if somebody has to die, the horse goes first, including the pets. The feat is complex. Yes, it was, and we'll finally use it. No, it's. I don't like this thing there. Yeah, that's right. Now I remember what they did with this. It's not going to work for me. Observant. They did some funny things with Observant, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, the lip reading is gone. That's right, and I actually like the lip reading. Gone, just like the feet. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that one either. You know, there are a lot of these feats where I feel like they could have just pushed them together a little bit, like just cram them down, and just like we don't have to have. This problem is they want to sell more stuff, and feats sell, don't they? Players love them. The loopholes have been fixed. Yes, the pull arm master. There is still some things they need to fix with that. It's a bit wordy, a bit wacky, but they have done some stuff to it. Still not completely satisfied. Resilient. Was there anything bad to say about Resilient? It's all right. That's right. I remember. I had no problem with Resilient. It was fine. Is that the fine one? Is the middle? Yeah, it is. Bear with me, people. Look, I'm almost to the end of the feat section. Ritual Caster. I don't understand why we even have to have that now. With the changes. It's a redundant feat, this thing. I know they're trying to give it make it do something, but it was not necessary. You just don't need to have it now. That's it. Cool as Sentinel. Yes, certainly think that was an improvement. Let's get real. Sentinel was just too obvious a grab. Sharpshooter. Actually, I don't think I had too many problems with Sharpshooter, if I remember right. It has certainly got nerfed. Still got good benefits. Still kind of works and it's thematic. So we're gonna say I'm happy with that. Am I super happy? It's hard to make me super happy about anything. Let's just go here. Shield Master, don't care. No. Speedster, I am confused by why they had to even do that. And mobile was fine as it was. Okay, I think I filled out all of those little dots and I gave feedback on just about every single feat. Wizards of the Coast, make sure you put a limit on the number of words you can type in there. I'm going to press next. Okay, now, how satisfied were you were you overall with the spell list as presented in the article? Are you kidding me? I feel like those marketers are really going for it, aren't they? This is spells now, isn't it? Were there just 2 spells? Are we talking about 2 spells? Guidance and bark skin. How do I respond to something which is sort of a bit either way? Not sure. I'm really not. I am sure, but it doesn't. The spell lists. It's fine. Oh, this is the advice stuff, right? Okay. It's all right. I don't care really about that. Okay, don't care. I play a lot of wizards, but this is one aspect which I thought was going to simplify things and giving advice on what spells to take. Yeah, go see Trent Monk. Go see somebody else who knows what they're talking about. Oh God, the rules glossary. Okay, that's all right though, people, because I've got notes on the rules glossary. Why have I only done 35% of this? What are they going to ask me next? I've just talked about almost everything. What are we? We're almost up on the next hour, which means another break, people. I think I'm going to take this break now. So let me just say right now, I will continue on this grand mission. We are into the 2-hour mark, which means, as my exam is supposed to be only 3 hours long, I fail the entire test if I can't get it done in 3 hours. I feel like I am back at school again. Okay, so let me just say, I'm going to go and take a quick break and let Arnold look after you, and we'll come back and deal with the rules glossary. Don't worry, I have all of my notes in front of me, so it should be easy. Here we go. I'm coming back in. I'm going to need more water. Just bear it with me while I just pour some more water in. Let's dish that one and grab another bottle. There we go. Pretty ready, pretty close to ready. And coming back into here. It's like, as I said, like climbing back into the General Lee in my office. All right, I'm ready to continue my my exam. Okay, Wizards of the Coast, please don't fail me. Yeah, so let's go back into here. How to D&D block. How to D&D block. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of stuff to give feedback on. And divine spells, blah, 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 blah. Oh, and they've set a limit. Bugger. Sipping the pristine New Zealand water. Hardly. This is spring water. New Zealand spring water. Refreshment from New Zealand springs. Okay, which basically means that they've run it through the tap into a filter and then stuck it in a bottle. So if you ever buy New Zealand spring water from New Zealand, I can assure you all the springs are gone. It's tap water that they've done something with. So let's so I can't be ruthless with my comments the way I was before. Okay, so there's a lot of feedback. I mean, like ability checks, skill checks. So I have to be sparing with my feedback on ability checks and stuff. That's going to be hard. Actions, statics, sense of. I can't say that much. Okay, ability checks. This is probably the key thing I want to include here. This is probably the key thing that I want to include here. I don't like the fact that it's an action either. That's the other thing. Okay, so this is going to be hard. It's not fair. It's not fair. Don't give me a limit. They've finally figured it out. I could have just cut and paste the whole thing in. It would have been so much easier. And yeah. Next, let's say here. So checks being an action is bad because I haven't got time to explain it all. I would like designers to include DC 10. That it's not going to make sense. How am I supposed to compute can include this? Okay, so let's just look at this in terms of as pointless. How do I get that? Pointless. All right. Kind of pointless. If you make a DC 10, it's an easy check. Why do it? Okay, so hopefully that was clear enough. So my answer to the ability check thing is going to be all over the place because it's yes and no and there's different aspects to it. So I'm going to say dissatisfied because I don't know what else to say. D20 tests. There's no real problem with the D20 test as such. Is there any other aspect of this that we were talking about before that needs to fall in line with this? I can't tell. Blimey. Anyway, right. Search action. God, that search action too is not a good thing. I can already see this. I just don't stop making it an action to search. I know it's for combat. I know it's for Adventurers League, but it's just annoying. Okay, next. Automatic failure. This is one of the things that really annoyed me is getting rid of the The automatic failure and success. I'm actually putting this in. This is important to tell them, I think. I know people didn't like it, all right? And I know that's not that's not actually what they are asking about, but that is the feedback I want to give them, and that is the feedback I will give them. Because really, automatic failure on a 1 and automatic success on a 20 being removed, I think it was a mistake. I think it was a mistake. You got to find your dog quick. You go find your dog. Okay, so I guess I'm not really that happy about the D20 test, if that's part of what they're talking about. But that's not really what they're talking about, because that's something else. So let's just leave that bit. Okay, so next, all this stuff I'm going to leave out. I'm not going to say anything about the critical roles, because there's no point. They've already changed that. I just want heroic inspiration to be a list of suggestions, really. That's what I would have to say about inspiration. So let's put in this feedback here. I am not going to get anywhere near what I want. Improved, but I just want a nice big but offer a list to them. That's what we want. We want just a list. Just don't tell us what we have to give it out for. Just let us decide. That's what I want to say about that one. And then short swords now being simple weapons. Like, I don't care about that much. This was actually a smart idea, and I'm glad that drawing and sheathing a weapon is no longer a real big problem, because it was a pain before. We used to have arguments. It used to cause problems. Oh, you want to throw a javelin? No, you really can't, because you can only pull out one. Okay, so equipping weapons, simplified. I'm going to be sparse with my words now, because they've given me a limit. That means there must be, this is probably all going to end very quickly. Okay. Okay, so. Great. Great. I mean, it definitely can be exploited, I suppose. Two weapon fighting the best choice or not? Yeah. I mean, yeah. It is one of those things. I mean, I guess the reality is that you probably don't want to make two weapon fighting something that anybody can do. The light weapon property has simplified. Yeah. I think that it did simplify things. It does still make it like a very... I don't know, how much can I say about this without... Because a lot of these things that they want to... that they have done aren't necessarily the things that I am that interested in. Light weapon property has simplified two weapon fighting. Good. That's what I'll say about that. That's really all I want to say about that, frankly. So now, yeah, see what you're saying there, Jordan. Light armor training. New terminology. Copy. I think that was a good change. And Jesus, this is... paste. New terminology. New terminology is what? Less confusing. What did I say? I said something about it. Reduced confusion. Pardon me. I'm a gassy fellow. For those of you who are wondering why I take a break like every hour, I'm 51. Okay, when you get to 50, every hour you need to go. And if you don't go, you suffer, which means everybody else suffers as well. So, you didn't want to hear any of that. You found sunglasses close. Good. Okay. Different modes of movement. Yeah, they have, at least the change is welcome because it was a nightmare. So different modes of movement was definitely improved. I don't know that I care about talking about the tiny creature thing. The different types of modes of movement, that's a different story. That was actually, yeah. This is different modes of movement. The only thing I think that I didn't like is the fact that we're now making it an action, and but at least it's less confusing. Yeah. So let's just, okay. How do I word this? Less confusing. Confusing. Good. Oh. Okay, moving through. Don't care about the tiny creatures. The dash action being redefined as extra movement. It's semantics, frankly. The jumping thing, the jumping mechanics. The problem of the jumping mechanics as they describe them is there's aspects to it that are actually good and other aspects that are stupid. So jumping, how am I going to say that though in a way that makes sense? Jumping, using athletics and acrobatics makes sense. It does. But the DC 10 is silly with the failure conditions. I think the failure conditions are a bit of a joke, frankly. I didn't like them at all. So this is the way. No, this is the way, but he's empty right now, so we're going to go with this is the way. So that was jumping. We're getting through the important stuff. Flying. More explicit, but I don't care too much about it. Look, let's get real. The hide action is better explained. It is probably not going to be enough, but it's definitely an improvement. But we'll need more. Sorry, it's just one of those things. And I know you can't do everything because it is so complicated. Search action. I don't actually have too much with the search action as such. Do I really have that much of a problem with it? Probably not. Help action, redefined. Should be... This is where my problem lies. Is that there are things I want to mention, things I don't want to mention. I am not fond of the influence action in all its glory. Yeah, it's bunching it. And really, it's essentially, it's really clunky. So let's go here. Influence action. Copy. Let's just go. I got to make sure I can get all my bits and pieces in here, eh? It's not going to be so easy. Influence action. It's the clunky bit. No, that's not what we wanted. Sorry about that, people. Where is it? It is a faulty mechanic. It just won't. I mean, there's a reason why nobody uses it. It's in the DMG, and nobody uses this thing. All those DCs and stuff, nobody cares. The new magic action that bundles everything together. Well, I think the new magic action, stopping people casting additional spells while concentrating a spell whole battle, I think that was actually a good idea. I want to mention that. I like playing spellcasters, people. I like playing wizards, but it had to happen. Stopping people casting additional spells while concentrating on a single spell during a whole battle. Clever nerf to casters. Good. I'm going to run out of space. I know it's going to happen. I have to be really... I hate the study action. Copy. It's awful. But how do I communicate that in a short amount of time? So this is hard for me. Never going to get used in combat. It's not great. Let's get real. You're not going to do it. Not unless it's absolutely fundamentally required. And yeah. There are aspects to it that are good, but unfortunately all I have to give them is the negative stuff right now. Blind sight cleverly defines clearly. I would say that they did all right with that. That's not bad at all. Let's give them some kudos for that one. Defined clearly. Good. Stop spelling as I like. Stopping spells. Oh, stopping. Oops. Okay. Stopping spells. No, that's not it. Stopping. Stopping people casting additional spells. No, I got it. That's fine. I thought you were pointing out that I had made a balls up there. Oh, this long rest mechanic. And getting them all back. Great. Simpler. So happy to see this. Rest recovering all hit dice. Simple. Great. Happy as Larry for that one. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. Spells and rituals. Oh, gosh, yes. So, I'm going to just put this feedback in here. Rituals are far more important. Good changes. So this is getting closer to the end of... I'm not even going to mention this. It's in the rules already, and the fact that they've reworded it is because people don't read how opportunity attack works. If you read it, we talked about it yesterday. It should be obvious. It does not need to change, but whatever. Unarmed strikes. Here we go. This is something that still annoys me, is unarmed strikes. Why is it not? And I'm pretty sure they still don't use dexterity or strength for unarmed strikes, and they should. I've been involved in the martial arts for years. I can assure you, if you're quick, you'll punch the snot out of somebody very easily. Unarmed strikes are still not considered. I just don't understand that at all. And I think they will have stopped me being able to comment on all the other things, which is it's a shame, but there's only so much space, and do I really want to comment on a whole lot of conditions? Not really. Do I really want to comment on bark, skin, and guidance? Not really, because I feel like they'll come back. So let's just give them the things that are important, and then I will go through unarmed strike. Still not happy with them. Tremor sense. Okay, so let's start from the top, work my way through. Armor training. This is going to be awkward, but we'll make it happen. I'm all over the place, aren't I, too? This is not going to be a fun time. Armor training. That's actually good. I think what they've done there is fine. So armor training, what they've done, you're all good people. Artisans tools, it's fine. I can care. Attack action, don't care. Attack roll is fine. Arcane spells fine. Bark skin's actually much more sensible than it was before. Very satisfied. It's all right. Blind sight. What do they do with blind sight? I can't remember what I said about blind sight. I said something about blind sight, didn't I? I don't think I commented on every little thing that they blind sight. Clearly defines. Yeah, so it's a definite improvement. Needed clarification. Yep, so it's good. She's on the right track. Climb speed, whatever. Creature type, couldn't care less. Dash action. What do they do with the dash action? They did a whole bunch of stuff with the dash action, didn't they? Dash action. Where are you, Dash? Dash has been redefined. Yeah, okay. It's I mean, it's fine. Dash is fine. Difficult terrain, fine. Fine. Exhaustion condition. I am not sure. No, I'm not. I don't actually like what they did with the dash and the exhaustion condition. I can't explain why, because I didn't leave enough space. So expertise, it's fine. Fly speed, fine. Gaming set's fine. The grappled condition. The grappled condition is significantly improved. I think. So yes, I think the grapple condition in terms of how it is going on is actually a big improvement. Good. Saving throws, dex, or strength. Great. Guidance. I like some of it, but I don't like some of it. That's hard to say. Let's just say that I think the +1 and going back to 3.5 is probably the way to go. Yes, I know it's a spammable one. Help action. Help action is fine. It's good. It's all right. Heroic inspiration is hide condition. Now the hide condition got a great huge. It's new and it got a. It was pretty. What would I say? It is. There is definitely better guidance. Okay. Let's just say they are trying. Let's just say they are trying. Hide, hidden condition, incapacitated. That's fine. Influence. I hate this. Invisible. It's. Or I don't know what to say. Actually, I'm unsure. You got to catch up. Got to go catch up with you guys later. Good times. No problem. Thank you, Dungeons and Chronics. Look, this is a long time to be sitting around while I fill out a bloody survey. It's like you sat down for my test for Wizards of the Coast. So invisibility condition. There are some aspects that are good and others that I find troublesome. I can't mention what they are, so there's no time to do that. Jump is not great. There are still problems with that. Light weapon property is fine. Long rest is thank you very much for doing what you did. That was a good thing. Yes, we need to get all the hit points, hit dice back, because seriously, it's don't want to track that. Magic action. I'm not sold on it. I don't think I was. Did I dump on it really badly, or did I just like, I can't remember. Where's my notes? Notes on magic action. Magic action, moving, no, jump. Oh no, it's coming. Oh, that was hard work. Okay. Actually, okay, so there is some good to it and some bad to it. This is the problem. Some good and some bad. So I'm going to have to go here. Derry, what do you got here? I'll find it eventually. Drunk. I'll send you cash. I know there's a. That's all right. Don't send me money when you're drunk, people, because that's you'll probably regret the decision. Make good decisions when you are not drunk. Movement is fine. Musical instruments are fine. Primal spells are fine. Ritual casting, I'm happy as Larry with happy. Ritual casting is good as. Nice. And then short sword weapon, it's fine. Slowed. Did I really care too much about the slowed condition? Did we need it? I didn't even think we needed a slowed condition. I know some people do. The study action I don't like. Swim speed is fine. Tool proficiencies are fine. Teleportation is fine. Tremor sense is, yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, so let's hit this button. I put all of my feedback. They limited me, so I couldn't. Otherwise, I would have cut and paste. It would have been faster. Oh my God. There's more questions. How satisfied are you with the elements of the ability check as presented in the article? Skills, action required, and difficulty class. What are you asking me though, Wizards of the Coast? You're not really asking me a question that is easy to answer, because it's not really a question that makes it's so broad in its concept. What are you trying to ask me? Action required. Difficulty class. It's pretty close. I'm just worried that if I say nah, it's bad. No, I'm going to let them have this. This is because difficulty class, I'll say yes. I'm not super satisfied, but I'm all right. Action required. Well, that's another thing. Not so happy about that because it's so broad and it could cover something like a knowledge skill check, and that would be sucky if it's an action to do so. So I'm going to just say not quite there. Skills are, it's fine, I think. Now, what can I say about this? Do I want to say anything? I've already kind of said what I needed to say about ability. This is got 200 spaces. Ooh. You know how I was going to cut and paste everything in, people? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go here. There. Put it on there. Yes, now I got all the things that I wanted to talk about in there. Why didn't you just let me do that before? Okay, next. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. How satisfied are you with the elements of the attack action as presented in the article? Equipping weapons. Very happy. Moving between attacks. Very happy. I don't need to say anything. It's all good. We are moving on. Comments on bark skin as presented in the... Well, now I can do that. Now this. I like it when they just don't have like a scale, but they just want to ask you about the spell and what you think. So I'm just going to copy my feedback and chuck it straight in here, and then then I don't have to worry about it. Barking has been very sensible adjustment. Offering yeah has been changed from too effective. Yeah, the bonus action is too good. Is overpowered. I don't think it's a good idea. And that's really all I have to say about that. Thank you for just giving me a box to drop stuff into. Thank you very much. Charge chunky 3D of bills. Oh, the guidance spell. Oh, I can put the feedback I have for the guidance spell in there. Oh, look at this. This is my jam now. Now we're talking. Instead of like clicking little buttons, I can just drop in my feedback. So guidance has had major changes. Unearthed spell that needed changing. Guidance is cast as reaction rather than action, so just stop forgetting to use it, which is brilliant. It is brilliant. Guidance can't be spammed as it can only be used, which I don't agree with because, frankly, it's a cantrip. So I am going to say that. Just give it a +1 bonus and be done with it. The help action. How satisfied are you with the elements of the help action as presented in the article? Pretty satisfied. Assisting. I'm actually not too. That's all good, and I've got plenty of space. I can go straight to my section on help action. Yeah, look at this. I just cut and paste here. Like this is all my notes here. There we go, mate. I never wrote anywhere near as many notes on this than as I did. I mean, this is more notes than I wrote when I was doing the alpha playtest for D&D Next or 5e. Okay, the help action is clearly defined, separates ability checks and attack rolls. To assist with the ability check, there must be a skill check, and you need to be proficient in skill, which makes more sense and reduces mechanical exploitation. Expanding the working together mechanics is highlighted. That helped with tasks more productive, making sense, and will also be and will not always be possible. Don't have suspected. Yes. Okay, the attack action is a different lot of stuff, so we'll go there. Attack and help action allows you to very sensible refinement to avoid. This is why don't you just do this before Wizard of the Coast, because this would have been a lot easier. Okay. Oh, heroic inspiration. I think I have one on heroic inspiration. Yes, it is. There it is. I can just copy and paste this in here like this. Oh, love ya. Gaining heroic inspiration. Not super happy about that. Only one at a time. Yes, only one at a time. Here we go. Heroic now gained by rolling a 1, which could mean it's a hunch might. Yeah, new terminology. That's all good. Let's do this. Okay. Inspiration, vanish, test. Yeah, this is the problem. Is what happens if we already have advantage or disadvantage applied already. It's disadvantage that's the biggest problem, not actually advantage. That's not going to change at all. Guidance +1 on chat. Thank you on +1 on chat. It's all right. People are leaving because they're probably tired. I'm tired. My exam time is almost up. Okay, so I've done all the feedback on that. Oh my god, the influence action. Hate. Do I hate that bit? The ability check? I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I don't want to do that bit. I just want to take the influence action notes that I had created and drop it in there. If I can find them. Oh my god, I wrote a lot. Okay, I obviously had way too much to say. So let's give it to them. So this is the new action bunch of okay, the new is good. Bunch it up by all means. I don't have a problem with that. This is influence energy to one is not being mind control like good. This is this bit here. From DMG, unfortunately the DCs are very low. Clunky and faulty. I don't like it. They've got my feedback on that. Point is that the action requires role playing before. This is structured. That's my feedback. Yes, experienced player, dungeon masters won't use it. New people probably will. And yeah, that's where I am at with that. This is a really long survey. Yeah, like so I'm trying to get people to fill out the survey, but core blimey. Exactly. Benefits of the long rest. Well, I have notes on the long rest. This is only 70%. I had 3 Google documents with notes on all of this stuff. How are you guys supposed to deal with this stuff? Like, this is silly. Okay, benefits of long rest, satisfied. Interrupting long rest, satisfied. And then reducing. This is all good. So, yep, regain all the hit dice is all good. If you expend them rather than half, happy with that. Reducing. So that is, yeah, reducing ability scores after a full rest. Not a fan of that, but then I know that's what they want to do. That's, yeah. So, we're still going. Are we really? How satisfied are the elements of the movement as presented in the article? Okay, can I just say now, for anybody who said that this is not a true playtest, now we're talking about true playtest material. This is when they start asking questions like this and they're open-ended. It is not a fucking marketing, just a marketing ploy. This is true, because when you're asking for qualitative, not quantitative, qualitative is quality rather than the amount of stuff. This is where we are really getting into the nuts and bolts of things. I think this means something much more, because you can see they are trying to refine right down, and that's actually a good sign. Makes sense. So breaking up your movement, satisfied. Moving around a creature, satisfied. Climbing, and it's fine. Special speeds, yeah, that's all good. Okay, that is done. Additional comments. This survey is, I can't say fucking long, is long. Please put out more than one. Okay. Hey, look at this. They have a limit. What is this optional comments about supposed to be related to? Is this all the stuff that I missed that I could stick in there? Can I be bothered now? The problem is I've been at this for almost 2 hours 40 and I just don't give a shit. So I'm going to press the button. Okay, what is your age? Do I really want to tell you what my age is? Do I really want to do that? I'm 51. I'm a dinosaur. Okay, 51. What country? The arse end of the world. New Zealand. Okay, I'm in the Hobbit land. There we go. Is it really that important what country I'm in? Really? The following questions are just for clarification purposes. Really? What clarification purposes are we talking about? The following questions are just for which of these best describes your gender? Sure. I could prefer not to answer. I'm going to do that. Okay? Stop trying to separate us from the men and the women. Marketing questions. These are now marketing questions. Now we've got into the silly stuff, people. I want to submit. Thank you for taking the survey. Your feedback is very important to us. Well, I hope it is, because I just spent an hour and 41 minutes subjecting my subscribers to sitting through me, watching me put in all this stuff. Blimey. Wizards of the Coast, you've got to do something about the length of these surveys. This is not going to work. If you've got so many more coming, there's so much more stuff to deal with. You cannot keep doing that. This is not going to be funny at all. It's going to be unpleasant for everybody. All right, in. Just let me stretch. Man, I even feel like I just got out. I feel like a teenager, and I just got out of the exam after I was doing my physics exam, and I'm like, oh, man, I just got it done just before the time was up. Thank God. Oh, okay. I'm going to just say, look, if you don't feel like doing the survey, I totally get it. I totally understand. Because it is a long ass thing. That took so long. I'm so tired now. It would have put, I mean, the problem is that the way that it's been done, it essentially means that you are kind of fixed into this rushing through because you really can't give the feedback that you need to give, right? And now that I've got to the end of this, I'm like, now I'm thinking, do I really want to deal with another survey in the future? Okay, all right, okay, so I've survived. Everybody else has survived. Nobody is going to find this even remotely interesting unless you were actually here for the live stream. Who in their right mind would want to watch this? This is crazy shit. Come on, Wizards of the Coast, make them shorter. Okay, just make, if you need all those questions answered, just make more than one survey rather than one long survey. Yeah, that was hard work. Anyway, I'm going to say thank you to all my patrons, all of my people who have been watching me in live stream and contending with this, which has been a mission. I very, very much feel like a teenager again. And then, but with the old man body. So thank you to my patrons. Thank you to people who've been watching the live stream and in the live stream and commenting to keep me awake and still going with it. So I don't feel like I'm in a closed room on my own. Thank you for watching all of my stuff and my edited videos. And wherever you are in the world, whether it be the morning, the afternoon, or the night, or the wee early morning, please look after yourself, your family, and your friends. Be nice to your neighbours. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s. Yeah. If you're going to fill out the survey, do it while you're drunk. It'll be easier. I don't know what else to say.